Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to a new vlog. I think this is going to be a new vlog. Anyways, how are you guys doing this morning? It is 9:37. I'm on my way home so that I can pick the hunt up to take him to dialysis. Olivia got off to school this morning. Okay, everybody did pretty good this morning. I fixed the hun breakfast. I was the first up, of course, and so I went ahead and got myself together. And then Olivia, she got up, and then I got the hun up so that he can eat his breakfast and take his medicine. Vacuumed the living room floor because there was a lot of crumbs on the floor where he sits at. He eats off of this little table that I had got from Goodwill. So there was like crumbs and stuff on the floor. So vacuumed the living room floor this morning, folded up all the blankets and stuff on the couch, which actually need to wash all of our quilts and blankets and stuff. So eventually I'm gonna get around to that. Also, it's also time to do laundry. So got to get that done this week. But yeah, so Olivia had a good day at school yesterday. Besides the fact that she didn't eat anything, I forgot to print out the calendar when I was printing out her schedule for school, and so we didn't get to see what they were having for lunch yesterday. But they had nachos, which she's not a huge fan of, like melted cheese. Well, I'm gonna say about 90% of the time she's not a fan. And they had pizza. The only way she'll eat pizza is if the cheese is cooked. I know that sounds crazy, but her version of cooked pizza is when the cheese is starting to brown on the top. If it's not browning, then to her it's not cooked. So she didn't eat anything yesterday. She was looking so pitiful, child. I had to stop and get her a little 50-cent bag of chips because every time I looked over, I was like, oh my gosh, she just looked so sad and pitiful. That stomach was to that back, honey. So today, just in case, I cut her up some apples. I cut all three of us up some apples. So I've got myself some apples. I cut her up some, and then I cut some up for her so he can take to dialysis. So I told her, you know, if they don't have nothing, because she could have made herself some lunch, but she was kind of into her hair and doing all the things this morning. So she ended up running out of time by the time it was time to walk out the door. But I did cut her some apples. So she's got that in a bottle of water, you know, if all else fails, so that she's not going all day not eating. Like, oh my goodness. And then, you know, when I pick her up, she's like wanting me to get stuff, and I'm like, girl, no. But yesterday I did get her some chips because I got tired of looking at that sad face of hers. Anyway, I did manage to find 2 shirts at the Goodwill that I went to. I immediately went over to the men's section because I knew I would probably have a better chance of finding them over there. And so I did find some. Unfortunately, I was only able to find 2 that fit and didn't have like a company logo or anything on it. So speaking of logos, I've been giving it some thought about buying this shirt. And it's not that I don't want her to have this shirt that has her high school on the front of it. I just don't see the point, because hear me out, because it has nothing to do with being frugal, but it's just I'm trying to make it make sense, right? So 9th grade has to wear a certain color, 10th grade has to wear a certain color, which is black, and then the 11th and 12th graders wear the same color. So because she's in the 10th grade, she's only going to be wearing this shirt with her school name on it for 10th grade. And then what am I to do with that shirt after she leaves the 10th grade? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I don't want to get all these shirts with her school name on it, and then I can't do anything with them once she's out of the 10th grade. Like, I can't even resell them because they'll have the school name on there. I can't donate them because I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what, she's just gonna have to wear black polo shirts. If they can't send her home for that. That'll be kind of crazy. So when I showed up to pick her up yesterday, I was looking around at all of the students, and I was like, oh, I must not be the only one feeling that same way, because there was about the majority of the kids that came outside didn't even have the polo shirts with the school names on it. I saw a few, but most of them did not. They just had regular polo shirts, you know. So I said, okay, cool. Now I don't feel so bad. Because I always want to follow the rules, but at the same time, it just has to make sense. You know what I mean? And to me, now I can see if she was in the 11th grade, then okay, yeah, that makes sense, because then she'll get wear out of the shirts her 11th grade year and her 12th grade year. But I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of shirts that I can't resell, donate, or just even give away. When I say donate, I mean like to the thrift store, or even just give away to somebody, which I don't know anyone, you know, who would be in the 10th grade next year. Y'all know what I'm saying? So it'll just be a waste of $15 per shirt, and just the shirt in general. Anyway, so that's that on that. So I did put in an order for another shirt, though the Amazon gift card finally came through. I don't know why it took so long this time. When I redeemed my points on Fetch Rewards, I don't know why it took longer than it normally takes, but it finally came through, and I was able to put an order in for a book bag and another shirt. So with the book bag, originally I was going to get her like this dusty rose pinkish book bag that was kind of wide, but it was like $26 and some change. So I've already had it in the cart, just was waiting on the gift card, and this was prior to me knowing that she was going to need shirts. So the other day I was checking for the gift card. I still didn't have it, but I went back through Amazon to see if maybe I can find another pink book bag, but cheaper. So I did. I found a pink book bag. It's clear, but it has pink trim. So I found that. It was like $15, and I was like, cool. And then I found a shirt, a women's Amazon Essentials polo shirt. So I added that in the cart. So that'll be arriving. Both of those items will be arriving on Friday estimated time. So, and eventually, of course, I'm going to get her another shirt so that she can have one for each day. But yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to like buy like a bunch of school supplies. And what's crazy is I still have school supplies from when she was in middle school, when I had bought a bunch of notebooks and mechanical pencils and crayons when they were clearancing them out and all the things. That stuff, I bought all that stuff back when she was in the 8th grade. So 7th grade going to 8th grade, and then 8th grade. So last year, I mean, we didn't really have to use anything out of the school supplies other than, I think she had a binder, and then of course her mechanical pencils. They do everything. Oh, and a notebook, like 1 or 2 notebooks, but spiral notebooks, but they do everything on their laptop. So I haven't, fortunately I haven't had to like go do any major school shopping off of lists and all that, which that just reminded me, last night I was going through the interwebs while I was cleaning up my desk area and everything, and I came across this video. This young lady was doing commentary on people that are posting TikTok videos saying that they feel like they shouldn't have to supply school supplies and that it should be the teacher's responsibility. And I personally disagree. I feel like, first of all, I feel like it's sad that an educator isn't one of the highest paid professions, being that we all had teachers in our childhood, right? Everybody had a teacher. Unless you were homeschooled, then your parents were your teacher. But anybody that went to school as a kid had a teacher. So the fact that they don't get paid enough, to me, is an insult, because I feel like they deserve more pay. Also, the fact that they even have to come out of their pocket to supply things that our children need is also kind of crazy. Like, I never, all the years that I've had to buy school supplies and stuff, I never once thought to myself, well, I'm not buying any school supplies because that's the teacher's responsibility. No, it's not. Me as the parent, that's my responsibility to make sure that that my child has what she needs to be successful at school. Like, people are weird. I thought that was really weird that I was seeing people say that. It's like, why would you? Okay, anyway. Alright, next day, y'all. So we're in Walmart and I've got these 2 coupons. I don't even know where, I don't remember where I got them from and how long I had them. I was just cleaning out my purse a little bit with those receipts, separating the receipts, and they were tangled up in the receipts. So we are here to use them. Chosen brand pure avocado oil. I never cooked with avocado oil. Y'all see why? Because it's $14.97. They've got the organic and then the regular. So we're going to go with organic. And I'm actually using both coupons. So we're going to get 2 organic ones. Oh, they got the Great Value brand. It's $9.72. This big bottle is $20.97. This, I don't know, the $10.97, I don't know what bottle that is, because those are the same size bottles and they both 14. Well, the organic is $14.97 and the regular is $14.67. We also came in here to find, Olivia wants another jacket, like a crop top jacket, and we thought that they would probably have some out, but they don't. They started putting out the sweatsuits and stuff, but that's about it. I told her they'll probably start putting jackets and stuff out towards the end of the month because it's still summertime. So, but yeah, that's all we came in here for. So now I'm about to check out. It is Thursday night. Just received the Amazon package. I put in an order for a book bag for Olivia and another shirt. That's what I decided to go ahead and use those rebates or Fetch Out rewards. Oh, look at my tan. Look at that. This arm sits on the armrest, so the sun is like always beaming on this arm. Look at that. Anywho, it is 8 o'clock in the evening. Just got out the shower and just received a notification that this package was in front of my door. So there was one book bag that I was going, I think I told y'all about that. I was going to order that. I didn't see the point. Okay, anyways. So yeah, got another black shirt and it looks like it's going to fit. I got it in a size large. Okay. Now, she does have a book bag. The problem with the plastic book bags, though, they don't last. Last year, how many book bags did we go through? Let's see. The one she has now is one that she found in her locker that she doesn't use. So I guess a previous student had left it in there. So she's been using that. She started using that towards the end of last year. And it's not ripped yet because she didn't have it long enough. But prior to that, she went through 2 book bags. And then the year before that, the school year before that, she went through 2 book bags. So pretty much ever since the school system switched over to clear book bags, I've been having to replace them before the end of the school year. Y'all, they're plastic. So, of course, they're not, I mean, you know, they're going to have wear and tear and they're going to rip and all that. Luckily, though, the kids, which is unfortunate but fortunate at the same time, The kids don't have a lot of like books and stuff to carry in it, because I don't think these book bags will make it a month if they did. Y'all remember when we had to carry all of our textbooks and from every class and all that? Girl, they don't even have textbooks. They do everything on their laptop. So the only thing that'll end up being in this book bag is her laptop when they assign it to her, and whatever supplies she need for her classes. So far we got one syllabus, and she only need a binder, dividers, a black pen, a blue pen, pencils, and a highlighter, and that was it. I think that's for, what class is that? I want to say it was for chemistry, but I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore. I just finished signing another syllabus, but this particular teacher wanted us to use the draw feature to sign the document. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, so this was on Amazon it was on a sale for like $15. And it's a lighter pink. Her favorite color is pink, but she does have a specific shade of pink that she likes. She likes a little bit of a darker pink, but girl, she will be okay. Okay, we just gonna pray that this book bag lasts most of the school year. But yeah, it kind of looked like the one she's carrying now. The one that she has now is clear, but it's a gray trimming. But the front looks pretty much the same. It has little places that she could put her pens and pencils in, little compartments here. She still got her side pocket where she keeps her water bottle. It's wide enough, so it's wide enough for her to fit her stuff in it. So yeah, it's pretty much about the same book bag she got now. So I didn't think these were gonna come in the same packaging, because when I ordered it, it actually asked me what type of shipping package I wanted. It asked me if I wanted it in a more discreet way with boxed in an Amazon box, or packaged in an Amazon box for discreetness, or the manufacturer's original packaging. I just picked the original packaging because it's like, okay, whatever. But it ended up coming in an Amazon labeled envelope with both items, even though both items are from different manufacturers. Obviously, this is an Amazon Essential shirt. Okay, we're back. So it's Saturday morning, and today is a dialysis day. And so I am waiting on the hun to finish getting ready. So yeah, but so I did do a few things while I'm waiting. I tidied up the living room just a little bit. I did go ahead and make him some breakfast so that he can go ahead and eat and take his medicine. So that's already done. That's actually been done. I'm just waiting on him to eat the food. And I've gathered all the trash so that it can be taken out. And I'm going to go ahead and drop off the one bag of donations that I have. It's been sitting in the living room for a while now, and I need to go ahead and drop it off. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing I don't have any eyebrows. I gotta do my eyebrows before. Oh my gosh, and my mascara. Girl, I must have been like really, really tired when I woke up. Okay. Let me make sure I do that before I leave this house again. Okay. So, yeah. So right now I am about to just tidy up the kitchen a little bit. Y'all, yesterday did not turn out the way that I thought it was going to turn out. In my mind, I had one thing planned and then something else happened. So yesterday we went to a doctor's appointment that was made for him on Thursday. and it was to remove the catheter that he has in his chest because they have been using the access in his arm for dialysis for a few weeks now, so it was time to take the catheter out. Great. So the appointment was at 12 o'clock. We get there at 12 o'clock and we're waiting. Then he finally goes to the back for them to do the procedure at about maybe 3 something. Girl, talk about the irritation was kicking in, because the one thing I don't like about doctor's appointments is the long wait before they actually see you. Because when he went to the back, it took them what, 20, I think about 20 minutes, because I was watching a C-drama on YouTube, and I was 20 minutes in when he came out. I had just started watching it when they took him back, so about 20 minutes, and then it was over with, and then we left. I got him back dressed. He went to use the bathroom. They gave him a snack, like a chicken salad sandwich and chips and a 0 sugar Sprite. They gave me the aftercare instructions, and then we were out. So we sat there for hours for a 20-minute procedure. Girl, I was so annoyed by that. But nonetheless, we got that done, which I'm excited for him for that, because they were saying the longer that he kept that catheter in, there was a possibility that it could potentially cause blood poisoning. We did not want to get that to that point, okay? So, yeah. And then after that, we did do some deliveries, because part of the aftercare instructions was him to sit straight up, so he couldn't lay down or lean back for 4 hours. So we basically did deliveries for 4 hours so that he could sit up straight in the seat. And then I went ahead and stopped at the store. He wanted some apple juice and some orange juice, so we got that. And then we came on to the house. And girl, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, ate a salad, and I crashed. Drano, the sink gets clogged up. I'm at Dollar Tree and I just ran into something new that they have at this location. Some plugins. They've got this one, Coconut Tropical Palm. And they've got this one, Tranquil Waters and Sea Salt. And it comes 2 in a pack. I'm not sure if they're $1.25 though. I know these for a fact are $1.25. And then they've also got the little cozy place holders. We got a couple of the single ones here. So this one is by the brand Bottle Up Joy. So it's, what scent is this? Oh, Citrus Blossom. Oh, Cactus Blossom. And then this one is Desert something. Desert Oasis. Okay. I was hoping they had the little plugins that I normally get. Oh, they've got more down here. Let me see. Are these $1.25? Do they even last, or do they project out into the room, or not really? They've got these. Odor neutralizer. Oh, it's an adjustable air freshener. So these are $1.50. Okay. Then they've got these, which I think we've seen these before. Yeah, toilet spray. whole home air freshener. Oh, you put it in your you can put it in your air conditioner filter, which I need to change mine, by the way. Oh, this one smells good. Cherry blossom. Oh, cactus blossom. It smells good. Alright, so far in my basket, I just need some household stuff. Some paper plates, some of these reusable wipes, some more sponges, and I'm actually looking for some Drano for the kitchen sink. That's why I came in here. We're back. It's been hours and hours and hours. So now I'm about to go home. I've ran some errands in between deliveries because there weren't a whole lot of deliveries. Like the volume of deliveries just wasn't really popping today. So I'm not complaining because that actually gave me a chance to do some things that I keep saying I'm gonna do, but then I'm too tired to do it. So one thing I did have to do though today was pick up these prescriptions for the Hun. He is out of one and he is about to be out of another one. So I just picked those up right before I went in Kroger. So I just came out of Kroger to grab a few things. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff, just some things to go with what I purchased on the last grocery haul. And I shouldn't have to go to the store this week at all, honestly. My main purpose for going in here was to get some water for the refrigerator because I have bottled water, but I don't have any gallon water in the refrigerator. But while I was in here, I did pick up a few extra things. I stopped at Wakefield's earlier with the intentions of getting like some meat and stuff, but their prices weren't popping today for me. They were a little bit on the expensive side. However, I did find a roast that was on a quick sale, so that's going to be tomorrow's dinner. As far as tonight's dinner, it's going to be kind of random. But it's not solidified on what I think random is, so I don't know. We'll have to see in a few hours. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I think I took y'all with me to Dollar Tree. I didn't get everything that I needed to get though, because they didn't have everything that I was trying to get in stock. I was trying to get a bath mat for the shower, because Hun can take a regular shower now since he has his catheter taken out. So and he still kind of has trouble with like standing for a long time. So while I was in CVS, I was actually looking at their medical supplies, because he has a new insurance that would cover some of the medical supplies. So while I was waiting on his prescription, they needed to update his insurance and do it all over again. So I had to wait. And while I was in there, I was using the app for his insurance to see what would qualify as far as medical equipment. So the bath mats qualify. They're $19, and even though it's not going to be any out-of-pocket money, I still kind of feel like that's a little high for a bath mat. But I get it. It was a really good bath mat. It wasn't your $1.25 Dollar Tree bath mat. It actually was probably worth the $20 because it keeps what's the word, anti-mildew, mold, and some other stuff, bacteria, I think that's what it said. And it was one of the long ones. So I probably probably should have just went ahead and got it. But then I would need two, one for each bathroom, because sometimes he showers in the other bathroom. Whichever one he can get to, or, you know, first, or feel like walking to. Like, for example, if he can't, if his mobility is not up to par for the day, then he'll probably only be able to make it to the hall bathroom. If it's a good day, then he can make it to the other bathroom. So I may need to get two of those mats. The other thing that I was scanning too was the glucose machine. Now I need to double check on his paper. Girl, I got a whole folder for him. All kinds of stuff, okay? All the information that they give me during the doctor visits, the updates, the tests, all the things, in addition to his online medical charts and medical information. And I could have sworn that, and I think I actually mentioned this before, that I needed to get a glucose checker. But when I was scanning the glucose checkers, I'd started getting cloudy in the brain, and I couldn't even remember if I would actually need one or not. I don't know if that was just a one-time situation where his blood sugar was kind of low, or if it's an ongoing thing, because they actually have never mentioned it. I just happened to see it on his monthly report from the month before last. No, last month. I'm tripping. The last month. So it's time for the new report. So I guess when he goes back to dialysis on the next treatment, then they'll do the monthly thing, and then I'll be able to see if I need to get a glucose checker machine, because I found one that qualifies under his insurance. Now, last week when I was over in Walmart scanning, or was it Walmart? Walgreens, I'm lying. Walgreens scanning the glucose checkers. None of them were, my goodness. None of them qualified. So I don't really know what the difference was. That was kind of weird. Anyway. I don't have no more water. I'm considering being off tomorrow. Can you believe it? Because I'm tired. I'm tired of driving. I just want a day of not having to work, I guess. Even though if I stay home, I'm still going to be working, because I need to get back on eBay and go ahead and list some stuff. So that's going to be considered work. But at least I won't be out just riding around and, you know. So I don't know. We'll check my bank account, and that will determine if I need to work tomorrow or not, or if I can go a day without working. All right, I'll be back. All right, this is what I picked up. Some yellow potatoes. I don't think I'm going to do the russet potatoes anymore. I actually like the way the gold potatoes do with mashed potatoes when you're making mashed potatoes. So got that. I don't know how much that was. The price tag was not up there. I have to look at my receipt. But got that. Got 2 gallons of water. Got a personal size watermelon. It was on sale for $1.99. Got a head of cabbage. That's going to be for dinner tomorrow. Some green bell peppers, some carrots, celery, got some brown gravy, which this was on a clearance for like 91 cents, something like that. Got some ranch dressing. So these items, the carrots, the celery, these two are going to go in the roast. I found some mushrooms for $2.61, original price $5. So here's what I was thinking for dinner. Well, first let me finish this, and then that will kind of give y'all an idea of where I'm going with this haul here. Okay, so sour cream. We still have lunch meat in the refrigerator, so I've got some cheese, some more Tabasco. This is the Tabasco with the hot sauce with the least amount of sodium. So if you guys are on a low sodium diet and you love putting hot sauce on your food, I would suggest Tabasco. It only has 35 milligrams of sodium in it. little bit more expensive than the other brands of hot sauce. Like this little bottle was $2. The bigger bottle is like $3 or $4, something like that. Anyways, chicken sausage for the Hun. Some grass-fed and finished beef patties for the Hun. I was looking for the 97.3 to be on a sale, but it wasn't. It was $10, so we went with this instead. And then this is the roast that I got from Wayfield. So it was original price $12.19, and I got it for $7.63. So I'm gonna put that in the crock pot. And then I've got 2 packs of this boneless chicken breast, the $5 pack. Okay, so, oh, and some sweet potato fries. Oh, and some bread. Okay, so for dinner, here's what I was thinking. It's just me and the Hun. Olivia's with my mom this weekend, so it's just me and the Hun. And he hasn't had burgers in a minute, so I was thinking, okay, I can make him a burger and some sweet potato fries. And then for myself, there are some corn tortillas still left over in the refrigerator. So I was thinking, I can make myself a, I could take 1 or 2 of these chicken breasts, saute up some peppers, onions, that 3 pepper onion mix that I have in the freezer, because I have some left over. I can use that, and then boom, put that in a tortilla, put a little bit of sour cream on it, some cheese. I'll have taco sauce in the refrigerator, boom shakalaka. That'll be for dinner. So because I was thinking of that, I got a new thing of sour cream. The one that we had from taco night is almost gone, and probably has swirls of salsa and stuff in it, and ew, I don't like that. I always like to get fresh sour cream. But with the roast, I was thinking about doing cabbage and rice. So I have yellow rice that I can cook, and so that's going to be that. And then the potatoes will be for, you know, another meal or something. But I wanted to get the bag potatoes versus the packaged potatoes, because they last longer. I've already used those 2 packets of potatoes that I bought on the last haul. So yeah, the personal watermelon, I'm gonna cut that up. I have not cut up the pineapple that I bought the last time, so I'm gonna cut this up either tonight or, well, later tonight or tomorrow, both the pineapple and the watermelon, so we'll see. And was that everything? Yeah, so that's everything that I got from Wayfield, and then the rest of the stuff from Kroger.